New tonight, the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office will not seek the death penalty in the murder of Cleveland officer Shane Bartek. They tell us the Capitol Review Committee made the decision after reviewing the case and consulting with Bartek's family. 18-year-old Tamara McLeod is charged in the murder. Meantime, capital punishment is a topic of debate at the State House. Ohio has not executed a prisoner in about 4 years. And now state lawmakers are debating whether Ohio should be the 24th state to abolish the death penalty. News 5 State House reporter Morgan Trow was at today's hearing and spoke with people on both sides of the issue.
Most everyone agrees that murderers should face consequences for those crimes, but not everyone agrees with what those consequences look like. And Thursday, Ohio moved one step closer to abolishing the centuries-old form of punishment.
So this isn't, a liberal or a conservative issue. This is a human issue.
House Bill 183 would end the death penalty. On Thursday, people on both sides of the issue packed the 5th committee hearing for the bipartisan legislation. Jonathan Mann used to support the death penalty, but after his dad's murderer got sentenced to death, Mann says he feels a weight on his shoulders. He and numerous other supporters all list the same main reasons for opposing the death penalty. It draws out the legal process, it disproportionately impacts people of color, and it is incredibly expensive for the state. In addition, ACLU data shows 1 out of 6 people executed in Ohio have been innocent. But prosecutors say that lethal injections are only used in a very specific set of circumstances, adding some families feel they would get more justice knowing the person who killed their loved one is dead.
It's reserved for the worst of the worst offenders in Ohio, and the way it's used today is mostly multiple murderers, child murderers.
Ohio Prosecuting Attorney Association's Lou Tobin says ending capital punishment would be letting murderers off the hook. He adds that execution should be used sparingly, but lawmakers shouldn't take away the option entirely. Something both sides can agree on is the justice system needs to move more quickly.
I think there are ways that we can get rid of the unnecessary delay that causes some of the complaints of the proponents.
There's nothing more agonizing that I have to deal with. This is like opening up a wound and recauterizing it every day.
Due to redistricting taking center stage right now, they believe this bill won't hit the floor until May. At the State House, Morgan Trow, News 5.
Morgan, thank you. And the state says there are currently 131 people on death row here in Ohio. So we want to give you a closer look here at the history of the death penalty in our state and all the troubles surrounding it. In 2005, an Associated Press study looked at 20 years of capital cases in Ohio and found the death penalty had been applied both unevenly and arbitrarily. Offenders who had killed a white person were twice as likely to get a death sentence as those who killed a black victim. And offenders were more likely to get the death penalty in conservative counties than Democratic strongholds. The American Bar Association found our system so flawed, it recommended it be suspended for review in 2007. And in 2014, a task force appointed by the Ohio Supreme Court Chief Justice made 56 recommendations for improvement, including higher standards for proving guilt.